And I just want to say this as someone who I think, out of this group, I think I was the only one that really maintained communication with Big U over the years. I remember
That's your
when
friend.
y'all two were cool. I remember at one
Super
point.
tight.
I remember at one point you called me because you were upset at me over something. And he was trying to smooth it over or something like that. So I remember y'all were cool.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
bro,
so
that's
this,
just
this
like
to me just kind of saddens me how it devolved into what it devolved into.
if you read that paperwork, you understand who he is. Dude is selfish. He want to be the one. Be the one at which you're the one at. One of his older homies said, Wack, you a good dude. You done helped us a lot over here, bro. Every time you do something for him or open the door for him, he gets more envious of you. In his head, he's saying, I'm Big U from Rolling 60s. I'm supposed to be able to do that. He said, every time you do something for him, teach him something, give him a plug. I'm grateful and thankful for any plug, any resource I get, anybody that helps me out. I'm never looking I want to be bigger than this dude. I just stay in my lane. I want all my friends, my buddies around me to be bigger than me because it gives me something to keep climbing for. And if they're bigger than me, if I slip and take a fall, I got great support. It's the way I see it. Nobody ever tell you they got the feeling for me that I was trying to outshine them, outdo them. None of that. Right? He's a selfish dude. He can't help himself.
And y'all fell out because he tried to backdoor you on some business?
Yeah, when he went to my label and did what he did. Yeah.
Hey, how long did you know about the because I think the majority of what came from this indictment came from that murder investigation when they got the Title III intercept, which is the wiretap. Once that popped off, like it led to them kind of concocting this Big U enterprise because they're just sitting on his phone, and I don't know if Big U was just like, even though they even have him saying, "Yo, I think they're listening to me." But he just stays with the same phone and keeps talking about crimes, allegedly.
What did I just tell you?
You always say that Big
though.
U's
Did
dumb
you ever
as
know
fuck.
about that?
Do you credit
No.
that to just that?
What?
You always say that Big U is a fucking moron. You
Oh,
said
he's
that to
dumb
me
as
many times. So when you say that, is that the explanation for it? Is
No,
that
he's
just
dumb.
not
He's
really
not smart.
He's not with it enough.
But he's somebody that people will reach out to
Look at
because
that.
he built his name.
Big
The
drink.
team around him built his name. So, but he's not smart. People will come to him for something. He'll have 8 people on the phone, be like, yeah, my guy here, my game be tech. Yo, could you figure this out? He's just not smart.
So, wait, so when did you know first, like, ever hear about this murder? Because
A year ago, 2024, when the family called.
So that audio is from that long ago?
No, that audio's from March 3rd.
All right, so the family called you another time.
The family called me way back in 2024.
And what was initially
Not only did
said?
they call me, come to find out, they reached out to Loose Cannon and 600 Independent. When we started talking, they like, yeah, they contacted me too.
They should have reached out to Big Homie CC.
SKG, same way.
No.
Right? They reached out to her too. So I heard what they was telling me, but I'm like, all right. About 3 months later, I go have a conversation with another one of my homies, and I say, yo, I got this call. And he like, yo, Wack, that's, because some things happened with him behind that, right? So I'm like, okay, food for thought. And then March 3rd, I woke up to a text. They found his DNA. Whose DNA? I put it up on my Instagram. Whose DNA? Big U. What DNA? What question mark? My brother. Vegas? Vegas. That's when I called. When I called, she was there with her mother. She's telling me the mother get on the phone and start filling in the blanks and tells me don't say anything. They're going to get him at the end of March, top of April. So at that point in time, whether I with him or not saying anything is the police program.
Hey, by the way, I'm wondering, like, the Fed sat on a wiretap for 2 years on him. And I'm wondering, did that kid have, like, some significance, or was it, like, a lot of community support? Because they look like either they wanted Big U badly or...
Big U was working. He had the New Jersey 60s. He was taking them down. If you got a dude in the middle of 2-3 operations, one, they're going to say, look, bro, he's not going anywhere. He's asleep. He don't even know y'all coming for that. So the whole time they're building their case. Do you know they monitored him and fed him extortion money up until March 14th?
That's one of the craziest details. The detail that they gave somebody money
So
to
it
pay
made
for
sense
extortion.
why they were coming to end of March, top of April, because they were getting as much as they could. Every time he accepted the federal $1,000, right? And by the way, I told y'all dude broke. Anybody 58 years old extorting a dude for a stack and 500 pockets is hurt. This a fact.
Yeah, he accepted 500 one time as a payment.
I mean, over the couple years of the grid program, he got 2.5 million, and they said he was just taking money out. It's no way he's broke. They showed properties that was worth.
Did you see him begging for help? Do you think he had turned it up before he turned himself in? If he would have, he would have known it's not Wack at 600. He had no idea what his paperwork read. How we got his paperwork reading when he talking about turning himself in, and he don't know what's in his paperwork.
Yeah, but I think that was a smoke signal to the streets that you guys are snitches that they can handle it.
Snitches where?
Well, no, that's him.
He didn't know we had the paperwork?
No. When I watched that Big U message, I was just like, yeah, I don't know if I want to be around Wack in LA for the next couple months.
Snitches where?
No, because if a decorated street guy is going down and his last video is like, just to let you know, when I was getting arrested, this guy was with the cops.
Stop. Didn't I tell you he's a dummy? Rewind. Listen, they hit his house, they say 4:35 in the morning. He said when they was raided, they just kept asking us about Wack. Dummy, you was never there when they raided. It's cat.
That's what I'm saying. It's a smoke signal to put a target.
How the hell they asking you guys about Wack and you're not home when they raided?
Well, somebody could have been home, but still, that's
nobody was home. His whole family was in that van.
So you don't think that they were trying to put a target on?
And then he said 600 was with him when they raided. It's obvious 600's in the street, filming the house.
But that's what I'm saying. It's not about telling the truth. It's
he
about
clearly pulls up after it already happened.
Way after.
Yeah,
it was like 3 hours after.
And he also accused you guys of basically putting a case on him, which is insane to think that the feds would just pick you guys up because 600 made a bunch of Instagram reels.
Well, but that's why my theory is right. He just wants to put a target on their back.
Oh, yeah.
Right? That's just hey, listen.
It's just brain dead that he thinks anyone would fall for that.
So what happened to the investigation in 2021? What happened to Vay, who said, I drove Big U from LA. We got a call that the kid dissed Big U in the song. I drove Big U from here to a studio to an Airbnb over, he killed him and threw him in the ditch over here.
Are we ever going to hear that song?
Well, I don't know.
The Big U diss song?
Never was out.
The song thing doesn't quite make sense to me.
It's a weird concept,
The song thing doesn't quite make sense.
I don't know. I never heard the song.
They're saying that the kid apparently recorded a song that was dissing Big U, but then he was signed to Big U and was there for free to record at a professional studio.
But he was kind of mad at Big U, so he made a diss song about him, and then Big U heard it, so he drives to Vegas, gets in an argument with him, ends up killing him.
But then he ride with Big U to Vegas?
No. They got in an argument at an argument / altercation at the studio. That's why they deleted the footage.
Yeah.
They then go somewhere else, and by the way, they did pretty good forensic work on that because where they found him, They tracked the time that you would normally take. It was after midnight, so it
I
usually
called
take
50
17
minutes.
minutes.
The paperwork said 48.
Yeah,
it was 2 minutes off.
Wow.
It was pretty much accurate. They got the forensic from the blood to say, hey, he wasn't killed here because the first cops that pulled up, they said, oh, he was killed on the side of the road, and they're like, no. Look at the gravel, the dirt. He was pulled over here, and essentially he died somewhere else, and they matched it to. They use GPS, which is
it's like if you would kill someone over that, you probably are just killing people all the time.
No, they didn't. Like, fix that.
Wow.
What Big U did is he went to one location.
Oh, he turned his phone off.
The platinum producer turned it off, waited so it wasn't tracking. This where the dummy went wrong.
Better than me.
This where the
this is my job.
This where the dummy went wrong at. He went and did everything he did. Instead of keeping the phone off and not turning it on to the next day, soon as he got done with the body, he went back to the producer's studio and turned it on. That's how they was able to triangulate.
Yeah, and
the
apparently
time.
he was dripping.
He should have left it off,
or like just wet somehow.
He should have left the phone off.
And he told him, "Yo, I just."
But he's a dickwit.
Crazy.
He always been a dummy.
Yo, telling somebody at the recording studio, I just came from the gym at like
3 in the morning.
3 in the morning is crazy. Like, yo,
hit the deadlift, man.
Oh man.
What did he say? The dude said, "Yeah, man, this would end it. This would kill me." Yeah. It's diabolical, and I'm honored that a dude 58 years old who's looking at life in the feds, mind is on Wack 100 and the 100 side of Clubhouse. He gave it up. He said, you 100 side people, you ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Big shout out.
Look, this big shout out. And he said, he ended it and said what?
That you're trying to take his program.
No,
he's trying to lose that. Like,
he said, whoever in my neighborhood takes my contracts, I know you're working for Wack. Wack's been denouncing the program. Like, bro, I've been denouncing the grid program.
Reading the indictment, right? We're
he says,
your favorite
I didn't do
homeboy.
nothing wrong.
Top 5.
Hey, reading the indictment, because I've heard you on Clubhouse, and there was a whole while where you were talking about Big U a lot, and I've always heard when people asked you if you would ever do anything to him, you said, "Listen, I know his family. I would never wish anything bad on him." When you read the indictment, he's telling people like, "Yo, somebody need to break this nigga's jaw. Somebody need to whip his ass."
Okay,
and it's almost threatening violence a lot to you. Were you shocked by that?
What? No, I wasn't. He know not to fuck with me. Watch this. Every week, he sent him over there to pick up the 1,000, right? I tell people where I'm at every week.
Yeah.
He knew where my spot's at every week. Bro, listen, Big U don't do none of that. He's a big body, had influence on other bodies. He himself don't do none of that.
But you think he killed this kid?
No.
In Vegas?
Sylvester Robinson. They said he killed the kid, the driver.
Well, I mean, also
the driver said that someone else, not Big U, killed him, but
no,
Big U
he
was
said
with
Big
him?
U killed him.
Oh, okay.
The dude that was with him put the murder on him. The dude that was going to pick up the extortion money. It's in the paperwork.
Wait, say again the way you said it.
I'm getting the top 5 call, too.
Huh?
We're getting top 5 call.
Yeah, I don't talk to dude, bro. I don't fuck with dude. Dude's a troll.
I'm just going to say doing a pod.
Wait, so what was it you said?
What?
He's basically saying that the most of the proof about if Big U killed this
specific person
comes from this witness who's basically
you're driving
producing.
me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're on the way. Yeah, this bitch ass nigga dissed me in the song. Boom, boom, boom. We get over there. You see everything that's going on.
He's a key witness.
He's there. They tested his DNA to see if you helped drag the body. They tested Sylvester. But you know what they had Sylvester on? You were the one being sent to pick up the extortion money over 2-3 years. Like, we got you on 100 cases of extortion. They like 50-something years, 57. He ain't never did a day in jail. Then we're going to give you 30 years. Or if you don't talk to him, who was you with him? Nobody knew what time he left L.A. to go to Vegas. And he went, they the one that single out. They went from here to here to there, and here. Sylvester gave him that. That's why that DNA, how they have it, same way they had it on Tory, right? That's how they presented it on Tory. It could be, maybe it's not.
Well, but that's the only thing I think you were incorrect about, though. Because when you said on Clubhouse, they found, unless it's going to come out of Super C.
No.
You said they found Big U's DNA under his fingernail.
No.
They said.
No, who said it? I sent you the recording. The sister and the mother said it.
Okay.